Check number. And
Check 1 2 1 2. Check 2 1 2. Hey, what's going on, people? What's going on, man? It is Monday night. We over here on the Originators ATL. Um, Dog couldn't be on because he's not feeling well, so we got some more of our brethren coming in to fill in, and I think y'all gonna love what we got for you tonight. I'm your boy Six Man K Styles in the building. To my stage left, we got the Senator Palpatine, Mad Mike Sports.
what's that?
Oh damn. We got Big Ant in the building.
What's happening?
And we got the world's strongest man. We got LT in the building.
What it do? What it do?
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Now we already know we kind of competing with Monday Night Football on here. I didn't really think about the time.
I totally forgot. I didn't even realize it. I totally
Yeah,
forgot about that. God dang it.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Like I said, game probably ain't gonna start for another 10 minutes anyway. So
They
hopefully we
were
get
they were
done.
having like they was already talking about some weather going on. But I don't know if it ended up starting on time or not.
Hey, that's gonna work for us. Ah man, so today, as y'all already know, the originators, we are gonna be talking a little bit of this college football weekend. Get thoughts on Georgia, Georgia Tech, and some other college news or games or highlights that either one of us feel like is important. And the downfall of the U.S. men's basketball aura.
Mm.
Mm.
Damn
But
goes.
but like you said, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, Joseph Thornton, ATL Leo, Tony Hall, Old Chicken Hauler, Philip Franklin, got my girl Sonia in here, Yusuke, Shitty 11. Okay, that's a nice name.
Yeah, no, I
We
don't know
Wild,
appreciate
why that. I
wild
don't
is
know why I
wild
like that.
is here. Wild as hell.
That is
it.
kind of funny. I
It
ain't gonna lie.
just came out funny, but we definitely appreciate you
Hey,
tuning in. We got Terry Lloyd. So let's go ahead and get right into it. As most of everybody as Georgia Bulldog fans, Georgia Bulldogs defeat Ball State 45-3. Now, my brothers, I'm gonna definitely let one of y'all go ahead and run point on this. Whoever wants to do it. Won't you give me your thoughts on the Georgia Bulldogs game?
Not impressed. I understand most folks gonna be like, "Are you serious?" Yes, I'm so serious right now. I'm not impressed. I mean, you play Tennessee, and then you. I mean, I expect the level of talent that we have should get the win.
And you,
It happened out of
I'm a-
nowhere. Um, but yeah, I feel like they should have got that win regardless because it's Ball State. Um, for the most part, I do like they trying to. I guess they're doing what they're supposed to do to like quote unquote ease what the boy name is Carson back in. I can tell he's starting to find a little rhythm in the offense and whatnot. Learning to hit his receivers and whatever the case may be. But I mean, eventually they going we gonna have to really see it against our SEC opponents and whatnot. Defensively, of course, it's the Georgia defense. Like that's what we know for defense. So as long as they keep doing their job, we're gonna win games. But for me, I ain't too impressed until we start really seeing like people in our division. That's all I got.
yeah,
You want to go in?
yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, to piggyback off what LT saying, yeah, I'm not. It's not that I'm not too impressed. They just have, I mean, per the competition, they really haven't shown anything, other than that they can dominate lesser competition. The real game starts this weekend against South Carolina. Are they on our on our level? Maybe not, but it's different competition, and that's what people are looking forward to, nowadays. And I mean, I want people to understand that the only reason why we had to play Ball State is because Oklahoma came into our division. If Oklahoma wouldn't have came into our division, we would have been playing them this past weekend. So we were trying to schedule tougher games, but everybody wants to be us.
Hold on, wait a minute. So are you telling me? Hold on, let me do some equations here. So if
Carry the two. Carry the two.
carry the two, okay, so we got everybody and their mama going to the SEC,
Yeah,
and I'm looking at here, and instead of Oklahoma, which would have been a good test for y'all, I had to fuck around and play a Pee Wee League football. You know what? It don't make. I ain't gonna say nothing on that. I ain't gonna. You know what? Keep going.
now you see what I'm with.
I'll say this. Um, I'm gonna put a little positive spin to it. I think for me personally, I don't like what I'm seeing from the running game.
Mm,
I don't know if it's either the rhythm of it or the offensive line is, behind, or they haven't found the chemistry, or the running backs just aren't running. I haven't figured that out yet. If I was to just choose one, I think the play calling rhythm with the running game. I think you had to get in the rhythm, almost like the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. Whoever had the hot hand got to turn out and figure out, all right, this guy has it right now. And I think that's something with Georgia that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen a running back step up and say, all right, he's the guy today. And like, all right, get him the ball. So I think it's more so the chemistry with the running game with the dogs that I'm not happy with. And I think that's more so, and I don't, I take that back. I know for a fact that has to do with the offensive coordinator, because if a guy knew his players, then he wouldn't hesitate to figure out who has the hot hand. That's what I've been seeing with Bobo. He's been hesitating to figure out who's the hot hand because he's just fucking clueless. All right, I'm just gonna be Bobo is just damn clueless when it comes down to the running game. He's like that moron that we call on this show. What his name? K Style. Uh, um,
Farmer friend.
Former
mm,
friend, right? He's like former friend. All he wanted to do is run draw plays. Okay, draw plays and damn screens. That's all he wanted to do. So I would lean more towards. I
But
would
we ain't
lean
used
more
that.
towards
We haven't used that in a while, bro.
a long time. A long time. I think it's the chemistry with the running game that's got Georgia, because um and I saw a weird stat too. I'm looking at look at this stat for Georgia. This is weird as hell. All right, just look at the. See, I know it's just this man has no freaking clue what he's doing. All right,
Hold
we
up.
got
I got something.
Arian Smith with 2 catches, Oscar Dealt with 2 catches, Rara Thomas 2 catches, Cash Jones 2 catches, Dominic Levitt 4 catches, Makai Muse 3 catches. Like everybody has damn near the exact same. What are those numbers? I'm not gonna go through the whole, but what do those numbers say to you when everybody has 2 to 3 catches?
spreading the ball around.
Um. Okay. As a guy looking at the outside in, it does say definitely spreading the ball around. But like I said, just like looking at it from the outside in, y'all, because everybody know I'm a Tech fan. But um, the issue that's gonna come down with Georgia is if y'all look at the dominance that y'all had the last 2-3 years, it's always come down to running the football. It's come down to be physical. And like you said, and this is kind of where like people kind of have this issue with the offense coordinator who what y'all call Bobo. It's like now it's like the mentality of the offense has switched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like night and day.
And like I said, you're not gonna really know until you have that competition in the SEC. Once you start getting into the part of the SEC schedule, then you're gonna really find out. Because y'all got Spencer Rattler's garbage ass this week, so y'all should.
I forgot about that.
Hold on, bro. How long this man been playing college football, bro? I swear, like I've been looking at Spencer Rattler since like 2018.
Bro.
Let me find out he stays at being in 2.0 without the championship.
Hey, look, Southside here said that they're still missing Edwards. He's our starting running back, and fuck Mike Bobo.
Fact.
D. Coleman, what's going on? Mucho, what's going on? He said prime jerseys are going back up, especially the Falcon one. Prime is priming himself to come back to Atlanta in 2027.
Oh my God. Moving on.
He said Southside here said looking at the schedule, it's kind of hard for each player to get up and play these games seriously.
I'm just
Don't you do it.
Right.
You better not do it. You better not do it.
I'll stop. I won't.
But like you said, with one thing, like you said, you're always gonna have that defense. So you always have that trump card in your hand is gonna be that defense. But like you said, it's just now the offensive identity is switching, and I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out how it works.
Damn.
That was right on time, goddamn. That was actually right on time. That was right on time.
So outside of that game, in that game, who definitely stood out to y'all as far as that game?
Not a damn soul.
Listen, I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. I don't think nobody stood out. I was just there
nobody.
Like, the whole game. I'm just saying, like, okay, we doing what we supposed to do. There you go.
You got to do it. That's all I say. I'll just throw the team up there. The team got the job done because I didn't really see a player stand out. To be honest, I really did. I mean, the last couple of games, maybe Muse.
Yeah,
that's probably the only person because he's a playmaker. Yeah. He's a game breaker at his size.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's really what he is. Muse is a game breaker at his size. The man is literally like he's 5'7" lightning. If you give him space, holy hell.
Mm-hmm. So you said he need Miko Hartman all over again.
I mean, but Miko a little bit bigger than him.
Yeah, dude was small.
Oh, you talking about on the Tutu Atwell side of the game.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So
like maybe a more stockier Darren Sproles.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I can dig that. Musha is a Key Sweat voice. Nobody, baby.
Right. Nobody, baby.
Wait. Jonathan just said Aaron Rodgers just got hurt.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Whoa. A shoulder?
Don't tell me it's the same.
I'll figure it out.
Don't tell me it's the same shoulder he's been getting busted up for the last 6 years.
Damn, New York, yo.
But
I
them
feel
boy
bad
can't
for New
catch a
York,
break, boy.
but I feel bad for that team, boy. Good God, a leg.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. Jonte said leg injury, I believe.
oh, okay. Damn.
Damn, boy. When it just looked like y'all was, oh, we finna be Super Bowl bound. He hurt, like, God damn it.
Oh yeah, he didn't land right. Ooh,
Yeah, he was limping a little bit when he came out.
Oh, wow.
it looked
Okay.
like maybe an ankle. I'm thinking an
No,
ankle.
hold on. Wait a minute. Don't tell me Rogers finna try to recreate that damn Sunday night game he did against the Bears a few years ago.
Bruh.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, I think it's an ankle. Yeah, it kind of got caught up under him, so I'm thinking it's an ankle.
Remember that game when he got hurt and because goddamn
Hmm.
Khalil Mack was have it, and then in the second half he just go on a damn rampage and they won the game. I'm looking like, look at this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that sounds like him. That sounds like
inner Paul Pierce.
he got to be all dramatic and stuff. Yeah, that's him.
OG.
And
What
then,
it do?
all right, so what you got about your
Well,
Tech boys? I ain't catch y'all game this weekend. I know I did.
All right. I want to go ahead and get into that right quick. Now,
Mm.
on the Tech side of the game, and I know it's about one of y'all in here that cares, but
Listen, I ain't got no hate towards y'all,
no,
bro.
no, no,
Shit, I
no,
mean,
no. I'm not talking about the game, man. I'm talking about common sense.
Don't. I thought I had checked in my favorites, and I didn't. So
Oh
I'm adding them to
Lord.
my favorites now. I totally forgot. So
Well,
forgive me, man. Um, all right, so they finally in my favorite. All right,
okay,
there we
so the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets had a cupcake game this weekend too against SC State. As you see, the score 48-13. Just pretty much just from what I saw is working on the stuff that they were missing in the first game against Louisville. A lot of screen passes, a lot of quick outs, a lot of running the football.
go.
me personally, I don't.
They added a new wrinkle. They added a lot of no huddle this week too.
oh, okay.
So
I like for some reason I really like King, man. Like something just about his game is like Heinz King. I don't know. I always want to say Harley King, but Heinz Haynes King. I like, but once his confidence keep going, it's like I think he'll be a pretty good quarterback. But I think he's missing a little bit of confidence. I think that's what if he can make all the throws. I think that's the thing that he's missing is just his confidence.
right. But like you said, that's where all the screenplay passes are coming. Defense got a few sacks and got a couple turnovers out of it. You already see the imprint of what Brett Keith does do for this team. I think just last week they got too confident and let the game get away. So they kind of, like I said, just kicked out some things.
It been a minute since y'all been in that type of limelight like that.
Right. And I think this is the first time in a while that we actually beat a team we dominated a team that we supposed to dominate. So
Right.
Wow.
For anybody that saw that,
So that must have been a defensive backup call then.
That sounds like the Falcons.
oh Lord.
I'm just saying, bro. They gave up 30 points. They gave up 30 unanswered points last week, bro.
They damn sure did.
Sure did.
30 unanswered.
That sounds too familiar.
I'm just saying. I mean, I look at this SC State game as a timely game for the defense.
I definitely agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because you give up, you gave up 30 points last week to lose. So this was a timely cupcake that may help for their confidence.
True.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
And like I said, it definitely was a game to work out some new stuff on offense as well. So, because our next game we got Ole Miss next. So, like I said, we definitely gonna get a true test out of that.
But as long as they ain't lining up in the wishbone, I'm happy with whatever they do.
Oh man, ain't no. Hey man, shoot, it's all run and gun down here. Run and gun, read out
Right.
down here.
Man, I'm telling you, I almost said it until last week when they came out in that first drive and it was spread out. There was no RPO, and it was actually. I'm like, is this what? Am I dreaming?
Mm-hmm. It was a very interesting story about this game too, because the former Bulldog Dominique Blaylock scored the first touchdown for Tech in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love them dogs.
How many former dogs we gonna hear?
Exactly.
It's a lot of.
We got a couple more to talk about.
Yeah. But
It's about 8 of them around the country.
But like I said, if you saw the Colorado Nebraska game, you see exactly the reason why Jeff Sims ain't worth a damn.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. But listen, let me tell you something. I know you are happy that man is no longer at Georgia Tech. But what I saw Saturday, ew. I just want to tell you, I just want to personally say I am so sorry. Oh my God, that was your quarterback for a few years.
Man, Nebraska brought that on themselves.
They brought you bring in Matt Rule and then you bring him in, and like I said, he looked worse at Nebraska than he did at Tech, and that's a lot.
You gonna go in Prime House and hold your before the game team meeting on Prime's logo and talk trash. They brought that whipping on themselves.
I mean, Shadur said it. Shadur said it was, it was about respect. And it was personal.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, but I would tell you, boy, Shadur is his father's son. He is his daddy's son.
Yep.
So how you come out there and you breaking it up, but as you and the dude getting into it, you gonna flash the rollie in his face. I said, yep, he is definitely prime son. You gonna flash the rollie in the young man's face? You is your daddy's son, boy.
I mean, do it. Now, this is a question I have for y'all. Do you think college football needs attitude like Dion? It's like, do you really
Absolutely.
think we need bravado? Like,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Bro, we've been putting up with Nick Saban's smug ass for over 30 years. Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
Because there's a difference between bravado and arrogance.
Yes.
Lane
Kiffin was arrogant. Lane Kiffin was arrogant.
What shook the rap world back in the late 80s? You had a group of young men out of California with a certain rap style that nobody never really heard before. It wasn't really arrogance, but it was a lot of bravado.
Mm-hmm.
And people were fans of it.
Cruising down the street in my Cisco.
Right.
Slapped in the house.
In the house.
Get the scoop.
Went to the park to get the scoop. They're so shoot too.
So I mean,
Thank you
but
for
that's all
keeping
I'm
it
saying.
PG,
It
Sam.
takes it takes it comes to that point that you have to have people like that. He like whether folks can say like when you got people like Mad Dog out here saying he Dion'd out, bro. You can say you Dion'd out, but Dion is bringing a different element to the national
Right.
stage. See even though you got all these folks, they still crying about HBCUs not getting a little. But you ain't. If you notice, you wasn't getting on the national stage. Nobody wasn't caring enough to worry about Jackson State and all them folks.
It wasn't.
You know what? You know what it kind of reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of the Glanville and the 91 Falcons.
Mm.
Great analogy.
I mean, Dion was on the team.
Mm-hmm.
It
You
was.
see what I did there?
I see
See
what
what I
you
did
did.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, it's you have to think about it. It's now they won more games this year than they did last year. You already see.
Already.
Already.
And going with what Mike asked the question about the coaching style that Dion brings, I think it is refreshing for college football because it's more relatable to the players. It doesn't come off as okay, I just want you here so you can win me a game. It comes off as I want you to play for me, but I got some life lessons. Like I said, I'm here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like you said, with him being a Hall of Fame player, him being one of the best corners to ever do it. Like I said, when you think about a lot of these damn coaches that's in college football, who else really has that pedigree? Like who's done it?
That won at every level.
Exactly. Won at every level as a player. Like you said, he may not be, like you said, he may not have the accolades of a Nick Saban or accolades of a Dabo Sweeney or something like that. But the thing about with players, see, players love gravitating towards people that have done it, that have been in their shoes.
And they can feel related to.
Exactly.
You can't.
One
Nick Saban
thing.
can't relate to 20-year-olds these days. He's beyond his element.
Nick Saban can't go in nobody's hood. Nobody's hood. He can't go in nobody's hood and convince a mama with a teenage boy and five other kids up under that teenage boy and convince her that her son can go with him. But Prime can.
That part.
The difference what he said hood. Okay, that he didn't say neighborhood. He mean hood. We talking about the hoods of the hood.
Go
That actually put these like kids. The thing is, what I like what Prime is doing is not even the fact that he's recruiting kids. He is teaching kids. All right, he's giving them real life lessons. All right, whether you believe in God or not, whatever your religion or respective spirituality is, he's giving these guys principles. He's giving these guys respecting women, respect your teammates, respect your teachers. Like I saw Dion on the he was giving a speech where he was saying it's like if I hear anything about you disrespecting your teachers, you're not playing. So he has really strict rules. So if you don't abide by these rules, you're out of here. The best to the worst player, you're gonna abide by the rules. So those are the things that I like from Prime that we haven't seen because especially in big schools like Georgia, you can sit up here and punch a baby in the face and you'll still be able to play during the game. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing Alabama do that. Motherfucker get arrested and the next thing you know, he's still playing. Like Prime don't play these types of things. You do the wrong thing, you're
Mm-mm.
not playing.
The man literally kicked the person off the team for showing up in a meeting with his cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And two players not playing the second half of a game because they went in the halftime locker room and jumped on their phone.
Mm-hmm.
You get into like the guy from Alabama, one of the guys from Alabama that got into that bar fight, and Nick Saban made him sit out the first half. Prime probably would have let that boy play for the rest of the season. There's a difference. He's not putting on for the camera. What you see is what you get, and he don't tell you no lies. He don't put his religion in your face. You know what I'm saying? He don't put his money in your face. He puts life in your face.
And see, that's what people don't understand. Like that, the main thing about Prime right now is he building up future young men to be examples for generations after. Because I'm here to tell y'all, it ain't a lot of examples to go out like that. It just ain't. It may rub folks the wrong way, but it is what it is. Like a lot of the young men today, they lack male role models, positive male influences.
Right.
Guys like Ray Lewis and Deion Sanders don't grow on trees.
Exactly.
That's natural born leaders.
Exactly. Southside here said, yeah, I guess Aaron Rodgers got hurt on the first drive. Damn, God hates the Jets fans. They got to see Zach Wilson ass again.
I'm not laughing, man. I actually feel bad for that team, bro. That got to be devastating. That got to be devastating, bro. Like y'all can't catch a break, bro. That ain't that. Damn. You get excited. You get one of the greatest. You get excited that you got one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the game, and then the first play he injured, bro. That's got to be devastating for a fan. I'm talking about the fans, okay? The fans. That shit got to be tough.
If only they could have convinced Tom Brady to suit up for him, the Lord would have went down.
That might be the next game to pull out their ass.
Hey, don't you?
That man about 180 pounds. Tom Brady can't play no more football, bro. That man lost too much.
Right.
That's not gonna help them.
He stopped juicing.
Oh, he damn sure did stop juicing. Now he looked like
he stopped juicing. He immediately transformed back into his combine body.
Yesterday, when he came out that tunnel yesterday for Tom Brady there and up there in Foxborough, I said, "Ooh." I said, so whatever you were using to be playing up to 45 years old, don't go off on.
Now he transformed right back into his Michigan combine body.
Right.
Okay. Right. All right. Let me see this. Okay, so I just want to make this announcement right. I don't know if anybody said it here, but okay. So when the Falcons play the Jacksonville Jaguars in London,
I know.
there's going to be two broadcasts. The actual broadcast is going to be on ESPN Plus, but the Toy Story 4 version of the game is going to be on Disney Plus.
I knew you was gonna do that shit.
Pause. Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. So what you're telling me is we won't be shown on TV. We have to stream the game.
I mean, I'll be good because I'll be able to
Oh
lay
no
in
no
my
no
bed
no
and
no no
watch
no.
it.
No, you're gonna get the actual game, but no, I read it wrong. It says Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. The game is going to be fully animated in real time from Andy's room.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Now my
You
fat ass gonna be
have
over
a
from some.
friend in me.
Now my fat ass. Now since we playing with Disney. Now my fat ass gonna be over here talking about what you want to do? Put on the hula.
You got a friend in me. Got a friend in me.
Hey,
Boy, MC had to hop off right quick. Like, oh Lord. That boy died laughing. That's why he hopped off right quick. I'm seeing this is on the ESPN Twitter page. It says when the Falcons and Jaguars face off in London on October 1st, an alternative broadcast on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus will be fully animated in real time from Andy's room.
I mean, it's kind of what they did with Nickelodeon. So I kind of get why. It's like I said, they
No, they
trying
talking
to.
about the game is going to be animated, which means this shit's going to be animated. This ain't going to have animations.
No, I know what you're talking about. That it's similar to what did Nickelodeon was doing with all them damn colors and shit. I mean,
Man, that shit gonna
I'm
be
not gonna be watching that shit. I ain't gonna be watching no
You
damn
know what?
animated.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued how they
Well,
gonna
we
pull
know
that.
you intrigued. That's why you love crazy shit
Me
like
too, PayPal. Me too.
I'm going to send the NFL a strongly worded email about that bullshit.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Hey.
So this is what y'all think of the Dirty Birds, right? You got to make us a cartoon.
I mean, let me say this real quick though. I like D Coleman saying it's a bad precedent. It's like let's just keep it real, bro. Like what in the damn world is free? It's like man, come on. Is TV really for you? Like let's have TV really ever been free, motherfucker? If you don't pay your light bill, you're not gonna play TV. You're not gonna watch TV anyway. So technically, it's never been free. So I mean, I get it, you know, but it's for me. I'd rather pay the what I think it's like $12.99 or something like that a month for Disney Channel, Hulu, and Disney Plus, Hulu, and
Mm-hmm.
ESPN. That's a bargain, bro. Like let's keep that real. Like that's a bargain. Um, and like cable TV used to be like damn near $300-400 a month. Okay, so we getting a bargain for just 40, 50, $75 a month. You know what I'm saying? Plus the internet, it may be 200. So that's a bargain if you ask me, man. Because it used to be way worse. Cable TV just give you a whole bunch of damn channels. You know, they ain't going where you never gonna watch anyway.
Because it's part
Give
of
me
the
the.
package. Because it's part of the package of the channels that you actually want. So they give
Mm-hmm.
you a bunch of other channels that you don't want, just so you have the ones that you do want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh Lord, this game is gonna be partnered with NFL Next Gen Stats. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm so upset. Why are we being something on Disney, bro?
Next time, if you gonna go to the next topic, you really just milking this.
I'm laughing because it's fucking hilarious. I'm looking like, bro.
Like, well,
I
I'm trying to figure out like what's gonna happen every time somebody throw an interception. They're gonna put on the screen and he's coming. Like, what we doing?
I don't know. I really don't know, and I couldn't even tell you.
Look, every time
Somebody fumble the ball, Mr. Potato Head nose fall off. What we talking about?
Right.
Hey, look, when there's a long pass, you gonna have that spring dog getting sprung all the way down the field.
Come on, bro.
The
All right,
slinky, the
all right,
slinky.
all right,
You get
all right.
start. You get started on the fourth and short on the fourth down, and it's a turnover on down. What the tiny soldiers gonna come across the stream?
Charge.
Like I said, you got a friend in me.
You score a touchdown. They're gonna show the dog on the piggy bank pig. Open up the cork and watching the chains fall. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Hey,
I'm over.
hey,
To infinity and beyond.
I'm over it. I'm so over it. Why we have to suffer that? Why we can't have a serious game?
I mean, they do have a serious version of the game. They just
You
think
know
that you have cartoonish alternatives for the kids, I guess. But let's go and get to the final topic.
We not gonna let Sam go into Sam going last, okay? Sam going last.
Okay.
I'm scared of the topic now. I'm gonna go last.
Yeah, Sam going last, goddamn it. Because we ain't gonna get a damn thing out, all right?
Now, okay, so this past weekend, the USA
Mike, fuck you.
lost to Canada in the bronze game, where Dylan Brooks garbage ass put up about 40 points. But there's news that came out today that LeBron James, Steph Curry, KD are looking to put their names in the ballot for the Olympic USA team next year.
Right.
But just basing off what this tournament has been, this past tournament, do you think the world has finally caught up with the U.S. men's team?
I'm gonna be real quick. I'm not gonna be so long. The short answer is absolutely. Um, but I think there's a bigger issue with that. They have caught up with the United States as far as that concerned. Yes. But for me, there's a bigger issue, and the bigger issue at hand is we just don't give a fuck about nothing anymore. Anything that's important, anything that has anything to do with showing pride in your country, we don't give a shit. All right, the money has just went straight. Our our. Whew, man, I just accidentally came up with a topic in my head, but we just don't give a damn about anything. Our morals, it's just if it's not money, we don't give a damn about it. If like this is why it's like I say yes, um, and we've lost all our morals and all our pride in our country. We just don't give a damn about anything. A lot of the younger, and I'm saying this with all due respect to all, not a lot of kids, but I see a lot of younger generation. They just don't give a shit about like national pride or anything like that. They just don't give a damn that I'm. This is the USA. This is where I was born. They don't care. They don't care about the military. They don't care about the veterans and anything. They just don't care. If it's not making money, it's not about popularity. They just don't care. So yes, they have. But there's a bigger issue for me, and that's just like no national pride whatsoever.
There's a comment in here. P. Coleman. I knew he was gonna come up with this. He said they saw PG break his leg and made business decisions.
So
All right. So now I'm gonna
He
speak on
ain't
that.
lying. He ain't lying.
Okay, yeah, and you're right. You can make a business decision, but that stuff like that don't help you when a reigning MVP is playing on the Olympic team.
Yep.
It just don't help you. Like you have to you have to understand, like these, like stuff like that would be valid point. It really would if guys that are better than them and have better accolades than them are suiting up. That's like a conversation that we had earlier. I can't, if Jason Tatum not suiting up, a Trey Young not suiting up, for crying out loud, Jaylen Brown was just playing in the Big Three for Ice Cube. You couldn't put that energy in playing in the FIBA World Championships? Like, let's be real here. You can't have guys like a LeBron James even though in his, like I said, in his early years, you can't have LeBron at 24, 5, or 6 playing in the FIBA World Championships fresh off a finals loss in 2007. You can't have a person like Kobe Bryant fresh off a finals loss in 2008 in an MVP season playing the Olympics. You can't have that, and you got guys that are qualified to be in it at a young in their youth, and they're not doing it. It just don't work. It makes you look like you don't like. Because at the end of the day, like Mike brought up, it used to be a pride thing. We the best. When folks talked about when you hear people saying like, well, you know, sure, I don't know, but Germany, like right now, Germany right now is the reigning champs. Germany.
Yeah.
You telling me Germany got way better basketball players than the United States? I know for the leader of the group is Dennis Schroeder. What we doing? Dennis Schroeder.
You talking about Mr. Gold Strip?
Mr. Gold Strip.
Bronze Strip?
United States let a dude that's supposed to be a defensive player who don't put up no points at all in the NBA put up 39 on their damn head to send them packing with no medal. No, sir. That is no excuse.
Hawks fans should know.
That is no excuse. That's what I'm saying. People like Trey Young, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, them boys in their youth. Get out there. Y'all not old. Y'all 23, 24, 25 years old. Suit up.
What you
and
got?
It's even worse when you got a person. It's so bad that you and I can understand the move that Bron did. He literally only called that. He really only wanted players that were older on the team. So you can't have a Steph Curry, a KD, a LeBron who's damn near 40, and other players that's all in their 30s, somewhat past their primes, going to the. Don't let them boys mess around and win gold at Paris. Oh my God. But what excuse these youngers gonna have after that? Them boys to play an NBA season and go suit up in Paris. And if they win gold, a youngin can't tell me that you ain't got the ability to go play for the play FIBA World Championships or the Olympics. You ain't got no ability to tell them. You can't. There's no way. You soft to me if you do that. And that's all I got.
What you got on that?
Well, if you ask me, I think these niggas conspired against Trey Young to hold him out for Jaylen Brown, who, like you just alluded to, LT, just gave up that 39 points to Dennis Schroeder. Like, nobody's going to talk about that. This guy is supposed to be better than Trey Young, but this nigga gave up 39 points to Dennis Schroeder. A guy us Hawks fans should know this nigga does not put up nothing, bro.
Not no Dylan Brooks, bro. Not Dylan Brooks.
Bro, come
Whatever
on.
Dylan's name is.
What are we doing here?
This ain't Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks too.
Oh,
Like, what are you
you talking
saying?
about Shooter and whatnot. Yeah.
What are we doing here, man? Like,
It's
I
embarrassing.
watch these guys lay an egg against Canada.
I could
Is
understand
it?
Argentina back in the day. They had Manu. Manu was one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? He's a
Right.
future Hall of Famer. Manu was one of the ones. I could understand you losing to Argentina in a bronze medal game for bronze or whatever. But y'all had Dylan Brooks pack up.
I was gonna say something about him, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah,
Bruh.
but that's why I kind
You
of
probably
asked.
you probably thinking the same thing, Mike. That's the sad part.
Hey,
Yep, yep.
we're not gonna go that route. But like I said,
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay.
but that's kind of why I asked the question about has the world kept up, because we also have to remember as well, a lot of
Mhm.
these teams that was in this tournament got NBA players too. Now we like this is a long day from an age where a lot of these countries didn't have a lot of NBA players. The main ones that used to give the USA trouble was Argentina, Spain, because you had a lot of quality players coming from those countries. But now they're everywhere. They're in all these countries.
You gonna have, like, for instance, for when the Olympics happen next year, you gonna have Giannis for Greece. You gonna have like I said, you gonna have Luca for where you from?
Slovenia.
Slovenia, yeah. I mean, and I'm pretty sure Canada don't even have their best players. Was RJ Barrett on that team? Because if he didn't play, that's even worse.
Yeah, he was on that team. It was RJ Barrett, SGA, Dylan Brooks.
See that they go three, they go two of them right there. RJ Barrett, one of the better young talents. You had SGA, which is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the better young talents in the NBA. Them boys playing for these countries.
Let me see. It was Kelly Olynyk, Dwight Powell, RJ Barrett, Kelly Alexander, Dylan Brooks.
Is that's even more to what we're to the point. But I guess it's Samuel's time.
The showstopper.
Let's go, showstopper. Go ahead and get it off your chest. Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Let me turn the volume down.
I am going to allow this.
Because I know you're about to do a whole bunch of yelling. Let me turn the volume down. Go ahead.
I am going to omit the cynicism and sarcasm just then out of your face. Um, if I lived in Canada and was getting a tax-free check, I'd pay for them too. You know, I mean, y'all brought money into this. And I heard a whole lot of blame being laid everywhere except where it needs to be laid at, and that's Jerry Colangelo. He put this team together, but not now person mentioned his name. And everybody knows Jerry Colangelo. Jerry Colangelo is the voice that can bring the names, as y'all call it, into the situation. Jerry Colangelo brought these role players, as it was said to me, onto this team. But not one person mentioned his name for the construction of this, for the lack of a better term, piss poor team. Now, with
Let
that
me ask
being,
you a question real quick, Sam. You really think that's what Jericho Angelo picked? That's what you saying? Or that like my question is, do you think that's who he chose out for his point of view, or that's what he had to pick? You get what I'm saying?
Jerry Colangelo, for the last, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 Olympics, has put together what for us to win?
Yeah.
That part. Jerry
You said the
Colangelo
last. You
is
said
the
the last
voice
four
of
I
Olympics.
Jerry.
I mean,
Yes,
it ain't a full Olympics
Jerry
because it was
Colangelo
actually
is the voice of the Olympic
it
Committee.
wasn't. It was Coach
He
K.
put this
That was Coach
bullshit
K.
together.
Coach K been running it for a while, so it's actually been Coach K.
Yeah, he's been coaching the team, but Jerry
But he's been
Colangelo
running.
is the one that
He's
been
been
getting
running.
the players here.
That's not correct, Sam.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna say is because you said the last four Olympics, and if you go back the last four Olympics, it started with the late great Kobe Bryant being on the team and winning gold. In
I
2012,
just
they won
I
gold.
only counted the last four just to use as a sounding board. But Jerry Colangelo has been in this thing for over 3 decades.
I thought they got. Well, never mind. I need to go back and look at the documentary then, because I thought they got rid of the person that was running it before they even got Kobe on the team.
From what I understand, Coach K has been in charge. I like as far as the players is concerned. It's like think, my thing is this. Like I would my thing is this is not a real basketball team, so I can't really I can't really say it's Jericho Angelo, fault because at the end of the day, players still have to put their name in the hat. You know what I'm saying? They have to he have to put the players that he wants. They're probably not there, but like the players that's actually in like I said, this is a tough situation because like I said, I get what you're saying, but I think when you only have bologna sandwiches and Kool-Aid with rice, but you want a whole steak dinner, you know what I'm saying? I like which one would you rather have? The steak or the 15 bologna sandwich? That's essentially what I'm saying. He only got so much to pick from. I think that's the thing. So like I don't know how I'm not gonna pretend like I know how the know exactly how the USA basketball is like how they go around picking people, but I will from the best of my knowledge, I know that players have to actually put their name in the book and say, all right, I'm ready to play. Like I said, that's just like I said, that's just what I think.
If you're gonna match up with the rest of the world against teams where guys been playing on these teams all their lives, there's some kind of change gonna have to be made to match that.
Yeah.
I do agree
Because
on
when
that.
you get
I agree
when
on
you
that.
get to
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
games, most of these teams from Sylvania, Luka been playing on that team since he was 12.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because
And
Ricky
that ain't
Rubio was
no,
Ricky Rubio was playing.
and
He was a pro player on the screen for years before he even
I
got to the
mean,
NBA.
yeah.
that ain't no
The truth
exaggeration. Luka been playing for some Slovenia. I was hearing about him at 12 years old. A lot of these guys that in the league that play for their home countries been playing on those national teams since maybe 10, 15, like in Lucas' case, 12. The United States are going to have to make some kind of change to match that because to throw a team together and expect unaboundable chemistry like those other teams has is delusional thinking. And talent is not always going to beat out chemistry.
And actually, OG, that was the point I was actually going to make, but I'm glad that you said it in itself. Like I said, it's almost kind of like an AAU system over here, to where, like you said that's where all these other countries have the advantages. Like you said, they've been playing together for years.
Yeah.
These dudes literally grew up together. They play together all the time. But that's where, compared to where we are as far as the USA team, majority of the time, the only time they really ever play with each other is open runs, Drew leagues, practice,
maybe AA and maybe AAU to a degree.
But like you said, compared to where these other countries got all this chemistry, where, like you said, you got some NBA players on these countries, but majority of the teams are made of guys that play in their country's prospective leagues together for a long time.
I mean, you got to there's something because you have a lot of foreign guys, not just coming over here going to school. So even if you talking about putting there is a pool that can be pulled from and that can be set up just for that. Because
That comment right there, Blackberry.
throwing these
Right.
Yep. Throwing these guys together. Throwing these guys together for what 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks to get ready for guys that've been playing together all their lives is a flawed system. I said that way back in 2009. It's a flawed system. It's got to be changed because otherwise we're going to keep running into this, especially now since we're getting in a point in NBA life where, hierarchy, great players is about to be rolling into a changeover.
I will say this as well, because everything you said is absolutely correct. I do want to look at ourselves in this aspect, though. When you look at the guys that played, when you look at, the 2000 Olympic team, the Dream Team, the Redeem Team, and whatnot, it seems like a lot of those guys put in the work in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like they training consistently and whatnot. Like, do you really like with all the social media that we got going on now? Do you already see any of the younger guys and them young American kids be like in the gym like that?
Nah, they throw them on traveling AAU teams.
You said what?
They throw them on traveling AAU teams.
Right. So like that's kind of like where the problem here in that aspect. Like trying to figure out how can we get guys to do things the right way before saying putting in the work in the gym. That's how I'm looking at it.
Well,
when you got the other problem with this, especially here in America, These guys are babies coming into the league. And the
That's true.
KGs and LeBron Jameses don't grow on trees. They don't. You got undeveloped minds as well as undeveloped bodies. And the league is getting and gotten younger and younger and younger. Which has been a problem. So something I've been a proponent of, there have been some good straight out of high school to the pro stories, and there have been a hell of a lot of bad straight out of high school to pro stories.
Hey,
there needs to be some kind of, bar line, entry line of a grown type level, because at this point, I mean, we're going to be, sending them over there in Pampers.
Hey, I'm about to say, let's go ahead and cut this conversation. We gonna finish this up on another
Blackberry,
show.
I think Blackberry might want to get on top of this. This kind of an interesting topic. Like I think that's something that he might want to expand on because this topic is pretty good. So I would want to pass this on to Blackberry. All right, Locke. I know Locke have his show tomorrow. Right after the 6-man case out. So I think this is something that we can really expand on that.
Right,
But
like you said, we're gonna have the grumpy OGs tomorrow. Sam, what you say about 6-7 o'clock?
I think we on 6.
Okay.
6.
So we're gonna have the grumpy OGs. Y'all been waiting on the grumpy OGs. They gonna be coming on at 6 tomorrow. And I'm gonna be coming right behind them, and then we're gonna have Ty with the Let's Talk About It podcast coming on after that. So, like I said, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Like you said, man, shout out to LT, OG Big Sam, Big Ant, and My Sports, and everybody that on this. Like you said, Monday is not going to be Falcon related. College football, it could be anything else. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play. We here to stay.
Ooh, yeah.
You ain't got to go home.
But you gotta get the hell out of here.
Get your ass across the goddamn 285 for sundown.
That way.
Can I do my outro? That's my damn outro, okay?
And get your ass